One of the easiest ways to create high-performing video content in your ad account is by following a rigid structure for it. A structure that is tried and true, a structure that has worked across many different industries, at many different spend levels, and many different talent types. And that is this top-of-funnel direct response user-generated content video outline. And the vast majority of UGC ads that I have personally run and have spent millions on have followed this structure. So let's get into it. What are we actually looking at here? The core of it is that we have a hook, which is designed to stop the scroll. We have a retention sequence that is designed to build interest in the product or service that we're offering. And then the call to action, which is designed to prompt an action, usually to click off to a landing page or to fill out a lead form, download an app, etc. On the hook, again, the goal is to stop the scroll. The goal is not to sell our product. The goal isn't even to tell users about what we're trying to sell them. The goal is to get someone to take their eyeballs off of the doom scroll and look at our ad. And one of the best ways that I've found to do that is with a question or a statement that gets people curious about what comes next. And there's a ton of different ways you can do that. We'll go through an example a little bit later. In the retention sequence, again, we're trying to build interest in whatever it is that we're selling. And a great way to do that is to agitate the pain point. Think about the marketing angle and the messaging that you've chosen for your ad concept. For example, I'm working with a client that sells sleep supplements. And one of the marketing angles for sleep supplements is not having to get up in the middle of the night anymore. You sleep a full 7 or 8 hours every night when you take the sleep supplement. So the pain point in that situation would be get a full 8 hours of sleep. When was the last time you had a full 8 hours of sleep? Do you remember what it feels like to be well rested, right? Make people feel uncomfortable. That's key. Because we want to make people watch the rest of the video. And the best way to do that is make them feel something when they're watching the video. Think about it. When you watch a TikTok or an Instagram reel or a YouTube short, whatever it is, right? Or even an ad, you continue to watch a video that you are emotionally invested in. You don't just watch something random. Even if the hook does a good job at stopping your scroll, if it doesn't relate to you in any meaningful way, you're not going to watch the rest of the video. And so making people feel uncomfortable with emotion in regards to their problem is a really great way to build the retention. Then we want to present the solution. So we agitate the pain point present within our marketing angle and messaging, and then we present our product as a solution to that. And a great way to build a bridge from the retention to the call to action is by both doing a share of before and after. So you could do like an image or a video. Here's what my life was like before. Here's what my life is like now. And then social proof, testimonials, reviews, trust badges, other human beings or companies that have vouched for your business or your product or service. Numbers, right? Build authority. That's the key. Build authority. And then make it believable. Handle objections by sharing, because in the prospect's mind, it's like, okay, I just saw this thing. Yes, I have this problem. Oh, here's a solution, but will it really work for me? We want to increase, as Hormozy says, the perceived likelihood of achievement. Meaning, if I then take the next step and click to see the landing page or click to see the lead form and input my information, right now, while I'm watching this video, do I actually believe that this solution that I just saw will actually solve my problem? The before and after is a great way to help bridge that gap, to handle the objections and show people realistically what it would look like if they applied it to their life, right? Social proof we just spoke about. Then it's time to present your offer. And you can include urgency and scarcity here. And then lastly, always, always, always tell people exactly what to do. I'll bold, italic, and underline it because yes, it's that important. If you don't tell people what to do at the end of watching your video, you are giving up clicks like nothing. Your click-through rate will go down for no reason when you could just tell people what to do and you would immediately get more clicks, just like that, by doing it. And so let's look through an example of what that actually looks like in real life. So when we're actually breaking down how to build an asset like this, how to build a test, it's not super complicated, but there are a couple of stages that we want to kind of compartmentalize into. And within different stages, we want to talk about different things. We want to kind of build a process in a unique way. So there's the script, which is when we're actually writing the video content. We're writing the words that someone's going to say, either ourselves or someone that we hire. The visuals are going to be basically like what is going on in the video itself. What does the camera shoot? What are we looking at? Editing notes would be anything specific that either you're editing yourself that you want to add to the video, or that you send to your editor or editing team so that they know during specific parts of the video. And you can use timestamps if you want as well. I'm just doing like a storyboard for this example, but you can definitely use timestamps and that works perfectly fine. But I like to do like line by line type stuff. That's just my preference, but I know a lot of people like to do it anyway. Separate point. The editing notes are sent to whoever is editing the video so that they can add some extra effects to help build the ad up. So let's start with the script. Let's imagine we're selling a dog toothbrush, okay? This is actually one of the, this was my 7th drop shipping store that I ever started like 7 years ago, and it was the only one that I was able to sell. So did you know, and this was, by the way, this was the top hook out of all the ads I tested. Did you know 3 out of 4 dogs suffer from oral disease by age 3? Question, remember what I said about the hook. Our goal is to stop the scroll. Our goal is not to tell people about our product. Our goal is to stop the scroll. So we ask a question. Did you know 3 out of 4? And this is a real scientific fact as well. Then we move on. It's true. My own Dalmatian started showing signs of poor oral hygiene. I was worried my poor fur baby would start losing her teeth. We probably have a female actor on this video, you know, but, you know, is what it is. So I quickly started searching for solutions online, and that's when I discovered the doggy toothbrush. All right, so we present the solution, the doggy toothbrush. That's the solution. Before and after. After she started chewing for a few days, her teeth are noticeably healthier, and we don't have to worry about gum disease. So, what life was like before, now what is life like after? So after she started chewing, her teeth are noticeably healthier, showing the transformation. Social proof. Thousands of happy pup parents experience the same benefits. Present the offer. Right now, they're offering a summer sale for over 40% off, but it won't be live much longer. Tap or click, tell people exactly what to do. Tap or click on this ad right now before the deal ends. It doesn't have to be anything crazy or unique. Just copy what works. Something like this. Okay, depending on whatever your offer it is, you know, bridge the gap, make it congruent. Okay, so that's the script. What are we going to do about the visuals? Well, this is subjective. You don't have to follow exactly what I would do. I mean, everybody has their own style, but just kind of look at the script and ask yourself what makes the most sense. So, with a scientific fact, I personally imagined like 4 quadrants. So imagine there's a square here, square here, square here, square here, square here, right? 4 quadrants of a video ad. If you can imagine like a 9x16 or like a 4x5 ad, with 3 of the quadrants having like a red box and 1 of them having a green box, right? It's like 3 out of the 4 dogs suffer, so we want to show 3 out of the 4 squares or quadrants with a red overlay on the dog, right? To showcase that it's 3 out of 4 dogs. Then, checking on the dog's mouth, with the dog's mouth open, teeth and gums are noticeably unhealthy, to follow up with what is in the script. Started showing signs of poor oral hygiene. So make the visuals poor oral hygiene. It's not complicated. So I started quickly searching for solutions. So I thought like, hey, let's take a video, right? Let's imagine this is the camera. I'm typing, frantically trying to search for solutions on my computer, right? Like make it dramatic because that helps. After she started chewing, her teeth were healthier. So then there's B-roll of a dog chewing on the toothbrush, which is the solution, which is when we present the solution. Notice, at the beginning of the video, we're not showing the product. We're just talking about the problem for these first two. And then, once the script switches to the solution in the retention sequence midway through, then we go ahead and we show the product in the visuals, right? Before and after. After she started chewing, blah, blah, blah. Then we show the dog happy. So the dog has made a transformation from the beginning of the video where the dog's oral health is really poor. Now we've transformed before and after with the dog happy. And notably as well, a video piece of the pet owner happily petting the dog. So the pet owner is happy. People want to imagine themselves just as much as they do with their pets in the situation, in the transformation that's positive, right? And then for the reviews, you can get more technical on this if you want to, but I just put like show reviews on screen, show testimonials, 5-star icons is always a great way to do it. Logos that build trust, whatever. And then miscellaneous B-roll with the offer text on screen. Again, not rocket science, doesn't need to be complicated. You can add more to this script. You can add more details to the visuals. And that's the beauty of Facebook ads, really, because you can split test all of this stuff. You can split test changing out this hook, right? But keeping everything the same. You can split test keeping this hook and then changing out the transition from the product showcase to the before and after. So switch that out. See how video engagement improves. Change the visuals. There's so many things we can do. The editing notes are pretty simple, so just sad music at the beginning, which makes sense because we're talking about dogs having oral disease. Typing sound effects with the owner stressed out while typing on the computer. Remember that video shot that we were talking about earlier? Then we switch to upbeat music when the dog and the pet owner are happy on screen. And then I just want to animate the 5 stars to make it stand out. The 5-star icons, right? If you imagine like 5 gold stars on top of a review. And then animated text on screen for the offer stuff, right? So it's like 40% off, but it won't be live much longer. Animate that text, make it look interesting so people aren't just looking at blank stuff. If you want to learn how to test, definitely take a look at my $150 million creative testing video inside Facebook Ads Alchemy. It'll show you step by step how to go ahead and build variations of what we just went over, how to set it up in your ad account, how to test it using specific parameters and how to set it up in your ad account, blah, 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 budget, time left online, scheduling, audiences, and what to do with the data. You can see that by clicking the link on this post, or if you're watching this inside of the roundtable, you can click it by going in the school community underneath this video and clicking through to the About page. Okay. Hope this was helpful. Cheers, guys.